Introducing first, from London, England, Dani Luna!
For months, Dani Luna and Indi Hartwell have been trying to eliminate each other from the Knockouts World Championship scene. They could do so tonight in our main event.
And do so with great violence and vengeance. We've already seen them go one-on-one in that no-holds-barred match. However, Dani Luna has not let the issue settle there.
And her opponent from Melbourne, Australia, Indi Hartwell!
Indi Hartwell thought she'd put Luna behind her weeks ago at Turning Point, defeating Luna that night in a no disqualifications match. But on the impact that followed, Dani Luna pinned Indi Hartwell to move forward and get closer to becoming the #1 contender to the Knockouts World Championship match at Final Resolution. It was Xia Brookside who defeated Dani Luna, secured that title shot. However, Luna tried to use chains and a steel chair in that matchup. Indi Hartwell prevented Luna from doing so.
It's hard to believe that just mere months ago, these two were considered friends amongst the locker room. They were tag teaming here on Impact, and it has all devolved into this. Last week at Final Resolution, after the Knockouts World title match, we saw Dani Luna burst on attacking both Lei Ying Lee and Xia Brookside. Indi Hartwell ran down to make the save that night. Security had to pull them apart.
Whoa, wait a minute now. Luna pulling the chain, going after Indi Hartwell. This match is not yet officially underway. The collars have to first be secured around both opponents.
And that's just how personal this has gotten. Look out!
Oh, Hartwell lashing out with the chain. Again, the match is not yet officially underway. Oh!
But the punishment has already begun. I mentioned last week that security had to pull these two apart. Now they are literally bound together by steel.
There's the bell. This match is underway. There are no countouts, no disqualifications. First one to gain pinfall or submission in the center of the ring wins this dog collar match.
And immediately, as soon as she was locked in, you saw Dani Luna flick that chain almost into the eye, into the mouth of Indi Hartwell.
Very, very smart given this situation. This is the first Knockouts dog collar match in TNA in over 2 years. Who do you think this benefits?
Well, I've spoken to Dani Luna. She's actually been in a very similar matches to this outside of TNA. Whereas Indi Hartwell, as far as I know, has never been in this environment. In that case, given that and the attitude, the sea change we've seen in Dani Luna, I gotta give Luna the advantage.
Hartwell thrived, however, in that no disqualifications match at Turning Point, as we discussed weeks ago, and defeated Luna that evening. For both these knockouts, it's about getting to the Knockouts World Championship, currently held by Lei Ying Lee, who defeated Xia Brookside, her tag team partner within the Angel Warriors, this past weekend at Final Resolution.
Indi Hartwell had her heartbreak at Bound for Glory, unable to win that title on that night. And wait a second!
Hartwell using the top rope, stringing up Hartwell.
And you can see the familiarity of Dani Luna with this chain. Look at this. As if being tied up by the chain wasn't enough, now looping Indi Hartwell into the ropes here.
And now Luna charging after Hartwell. Luna sent into the ropes. Oh my God, and how creative was that? Hartwell getting a hold of Luna with the chain. This dog collar match continues on Impact.
This one feels like it just got started, but is already so nasty. Dani Luna has already had the chain backfire on her. Indi Hartwell punished. and we are just getting started.
And Hartwell wisely going over the top rope there in pursuit of Dani Luna. This has got to be such a treacherous environment to navigate, given, yes, the no disqualification nature, but being chained to your own opponent.
There is only so far you can get. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Personified here.
And think about the opportunity ahead of all of us here in TNA Wrestling. The premiere of TNA Thursday Night Impact on AMC on January 15th. That night live in Dallas, Texas. And then Genesis 2 days later in Dallas, Saturday, January 17th. That is a critical moment for TNA Wrestling. A new era begins. AMC will be the new home of TNA Thursday Night Impact. Oh, and everyone wants to stand out. There's a cover and a kick out.
Well, depending on how this match goes, we're gonna see if one of these knockouts will even make it to Thursday Night Impact on AMC.
I think the greater goal for both Hartwell and Luna for quite some time here in TNA Wrestling is getting to the Knockouts World Championship. Oh, boot right to the side of the head there by Hartwell.
I mean, we've seen,
Oh,
look at that, that's exactly what I'm talking about. You can only go so far.
Luna like a beast on a chain. Hartwell not allowing Luna to leave.
Now the tug of war game begins.
Hartwell and Luna back and forth. Luna sent into the apron.
A surprising result there, considering the power of Dani Luna we've seen come into play many times. You know how strong she is. Hartwell trying to pull her into the ring, but
Ooh, Hartwell sent throat first into the rope.
Dani Luna, we know, has impressed us so much, but has not been able to capture any kind of championship gold here in TNA, and it's really sent her over the edge.
Has not been able to capture the TNA Knockouts World Championship 2 times, a Knockouts World Tag Team Champion within Spitfire, but it's all about capturing the greatest prize in the Knockouts division.
There's something about standing on your own. Again, I think that was even part of it.
Oh, wrapping this chain around Hartwell's face.
Again, a former friend, a former tag team partner. No more teams for Dani Luna. She stands and destroys on her own.
Luna's spiral into madness happened right in front of Indi Hartwell. In the rubble of Spitfire, there was Hartwell to reach out and be a friend to Dani Luna, but Luna decided she was sick of friends. She wanted to finally have the success she'd wanted all this time.
Sometimes you have to take drastic steps to make a change. You can't keep doing the same old, and get a different result as this one breaks down.
Luna in complete control of Indi Hartwell in this dog collar match right now. We are back here on TNA Impact in El Paso, Texas. This is a dog collar match. Dani Luna trying to put away
cover
Indi
here.
Hartwell. Here, Hartwell able to kick out. This has been a brutal rivalry for months here in TNA Wrestling. Both want to get to the Knockouts World Championship, but they have to go through each other to get there in this dog collar match.
You have to imagine whoever walks out of this the victor, as rough, as intense, as violent as it is, you have to imagine they are punching a ticket to the top of the list for a Knockouts World title shot.
Now using the chain, pulling Indi Hartwell into the steel post and the turnbuckle in the process. And wait
Look
a
at
minute.
this. Dani Luna wrapping the chain around the post, trying to squeeze the ribs, squeeze the air out of Indi Hartwell.
There are no countouts or disqualifications. This is completely legal. However, the match can only end via pinfall or submission in the ring. And now Luna repaying the favor after So it was Hartwell whipping Luna with the chain earlier on in this match.
These matches are certainly not for the faint of heart. Both as a competitor and a viewer, Luna is relishing, though, this environment.
That chain wrapped around the fist of Dani. Luna, close quarters here. Both caught up with the chain, and a big boot there by Luna.
And Luna has that chain wrapped around the post now at least 2 times. Tying Indi Hartwell in a bow here.
As we mentioned, Dani Luna can't win the match this way, but she can do a lot of damage to Hartwell.
She can pretty much do everything but. And now trying to free up Hartwell to move around for some more destruction.
Oh, sending Hartwell's shoulder first into the steel post.
Look at that smirk on the face of Dani Luna, enjoying every second of this.
Oh, and again. Hartwell sustaining plenty of damage at the hands of Luna.
These two have been so back and forth. To your point you made earlier, traded pinfalls, but
oh my God! Face first into the post goes Luna.
And that is a big opening for Indi Hartwell.
Think about the opportunity ahead for all of us here in TNA Wrestling. This is a massive moment in this dog collar match.
Look out, boom, head first goes Dani Luna, and down for the count just like that.
We've all heard the news. AMC is the new home of TNA Thursday Night Impact beginning January 15th. That night will be live in Dallas, Texas.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. Dani Luna busted open after having gone into the post. There'll be a new home, a new time, a new stage. It all starts January 15th. Live in Dallas, Texas. Catches every Thursday night from 9 to 11 p.m. Eastern. TNA Thursday Night Impact on AMC. A new era is coming, and both of these knockouts want to be a part of that. They want to be the face of the knockouts division.
And right now they are putting everything on the line in order to make that happen, in order to punch their ticket to the top of the division.
Dani Luna for months here in TNA has been the one dishing out the punishment to anyone that has stood in her path. So now Dani Luna's got to be thinking, what am I willing to do to win? What am I willing to do to maybe get one step closer to a Knockouts World title shot?
If you want to make your own fate in this business, you have to be the aggressor.
Oh, you can see how Luna got tangled up in the chain.
That's the risk in this matchup. Your neck, joints, anything can get caught up, hung up, ripped, torn. Everything is on the line here.
Remember, no countouts, no disqualifications. First one to gain pinfall or submission in the ring on the mat is your winner. And now look at this. Oh, the spine buster by Hartwell. How creative was that? Cover. Luna able to kick out.
So Hartwell used the chain to yank Dani Luna into that spine buster.
Take another look at this. Indi Hartwell thrived in the no disqualifications match between these two that Hartwell won back at Turning Point, and she's showing why in this dog collar match.
You gotta be careful about, oh, look at that.
Oh, big single leg drop kick there
Cover
by
here.
Luna to win this dog collar match and a kick out.
It's things like that, second guessing where you're stepping. That chain could be wrapped around an ankle, wrapped around your neck. These things you normally do on instinct in a standard wrestling match sometimes just do not fly. And what is Luna going for now? What the hell?
Oh, wait a minute, Luna going for powder. She used that at Turning Point in that no disqualifications match against Hartwell. Oh, and Hartwell sensed it coming, took the powder away. Now Luna trying to wrangle Indi Hartwell.
This one's getting messy. Oh my God!
And Luna shoving Hartwell accidentally into a referee.
And the ref is down. We're gonna have a hard time getting a decision here, but the
Hold on. Oh!
here is your winner, Dani.
And a sick smile from behind that crimson mask shows the heart of Dani Luna on this wild new path.
Can anyone stop Dani Luna's warpath?